Hi everyone, my name is Beth and this is the start of my brand new booktube channel. And I thought it would be fun to start this channel off with kind of a bang and to review an arc. So this is an arc that I won at the beginning of July in a Goodreads giveaway. It's genuinely, I think, as far as my bookish life goes, one of the most exciting things to have ever happened to me. So this book is a vampire book. It's got a beautiful cover. Silver Under Nightfall by Rin Chupeco. So this book is pitched as a book for fans of The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon and then the animated Castlevania series. And I think those are great comp titles. I know sometimes people are a little iffy about comp titles because they're usually just made to sell the book. But I actually genuinely think if you liked the animated Castlevania series and you enjoyed The Priory of the Orange Tree, then you'll probably really like this book. So I would say if you like those things, definitely pick it up and give it a chance. So the summary of this book is Remy Pendergast is many things. The only son of the Duke of Valenbon, though his father might wish otherwise, an elite hunter of rogue vampires, and an outcast among his fellow reapers. His late mother was known to be friendly with vampires, giving rise to the rumors that Remy is half vampire himself. Though the kingdom of Illyria barely tolerates him, Remy's father has shaped him into the ultimate weapon. When a terrifying new breed of vampire is sighted outside of the capital city, afflicted with a mutating virus known as the Rot, Remy prepares to investigate alone. But then, he encounters warm-hearted vampire heiress Xiaodan Song and her arrogant fiancé, Lord Zidane Malik, who may hold the key to defeating the creatures, although associating them will do his reputation no favors. When they offer him the chance to accompany them on their quest to find out the truth about the Rot, Remy faces a choice. It's one he's certain he'll soon regret. But, as the trio faces deadly hardships together, Remy develops complicated feelings for the couple. He begins to question what he holds true about vampires, as well as his own family legacy. As the Rot continues to spread throughout Illyria, Remy must decide where his loyalties lie, with his father and the kingdom he's been trained all his life to defend, or the vampires, who just might be the death of him. So, this book, as you just heard, its main character, his name is Remy, and I really enjoyed reading from his perspective. It's written in third person, but it's still all of Remy's thoughts, and I really liked him. He's sort of misunderstood, and he's confident, but also there's a lot of things that he doubts about himself and about his line of work. But he's also kind of sarcastic, and he likes to banter with people. So he's just a really fun character. Usually, I actually prefer novels with female main characters. It's not that I won't pick up novels with male main characters, but generally I'm less likely to. But with this book, it didn't bother me at all. Remy is a really great main character, and I think he's probably one of my favorite main characters in a book in a while. He's stuck with me more than your average main character. And then the two vampire love interests. So this is a polyamorous book, which I think it's the first one that I've read all the way through, and I really enjoyed that part of it. But so the two love interests, the first is the vampire heiress Xiaodan, and she's really fun and cheerful, and kind of teasing. So she's really great. And then her fiance Zidane, he's a little bit cold and gruff, but also he really cares about people, and so and he's a sort of a researcher, so he's smart and he's into trying to figure stuff out. And I think they made a really interesting trio Like, they were all really distinct and they all played well together. And the romance of this book was both very like fun and heartfelt, but also sexy. You know, this is definitely like the vampire novel I've been craving since I grew out of Twilight as a teenager. So, the writing of this book, I found it pretty beautiful, and it's definitely like enjoyable to read, but I wouldn't say that it's like overly flowery. So if you're worried about picking up a book with overly flowery writing, you definitely don't have to worry about this. It's just like a normal kind of beautiful, fun to read writing. And then, so the action scenes in this book were really great and fun. Oftentimes when I read action scenes in books, I kind of have trouble like following them, but in this book that wasn't an issue at all. All of the action was really easy to follow, and I had a fun time, just as much fun whether I was reading like the parts that were political intrigue or the action scenes or the romance. It was just all really enjoyable. And then there's sort of obviously like a mystery throughout about what's going on, and then some reveals, and like all of that felt really well paced and fun. And obviously when I got to the end of this book, I immediately became desperate for a sequel, even though this book isn't even out yet. So I'm really hoping that it gets one. I definitely want to go and read more of this author's backlist now, because I know they have quite a few books, and I actually think they have another one unrelated to this. It's coming out this year or next year, I forget. But I definitely am interested in checking out more of their work, because I think that they could become a favorite author, because I gave this book 5 stars, and I would absolutely recommend that you go read it. Anyway, I hope that this was fun for my first booktube video, and I hope to see you guys here again real soon. Bye!